All right. So now that you have given me a promise that you will follow the basic law of attraction lifestyle, now let's learn what is the wealth mastery course. The wealth mastery is all about first lesson, which is understanding. Everyone write down making money versus wealth frequency. Making money versus wealth frequency. What does this mean? A lot of people in the world, in fact, 90% people in the world only have money frequency. They don't have wealth frequency. That is why I call this course as wealth mastery course. What is the difference between money frequency and wealth frequency? Let me give you an example. People who work for money almost till the end of their life, which means as far as I am working, I am making money. If I stop working, money stops coming to me in my life. This is called as money frequency. In simple definition, everyone write down, if I am working for money, that's called money frequency. Okay, if I am working for money, that's called as money frequency. If money is working for me, that's called wealth frequency. I'll explain the second part also. But before that, the first part is very critical. 90% people in the world through a job or even a business sometimes, like there are some people who have millions of dollars of business, but the way they've designed their business, the way their business model is that they cannot take a leave, that they cannot take a holiday. How many of you know many, many rich people who don't have time to live their life? Raise your hands. Have you heard about people like that? Right? So is there any use making millions of dollars if you can't take a holiday with your family? No point, right? Why do you want money? The point is not money. Money is a tool. Money is a process. At the end of the day, what you really want to achieve with money is freedom, time, happiness, time with your family. Yes or no? If you can't enjoy that, then what's the point whether you're making 10,000 a month, whether you're making 1 crore a month, whether you're making $1 million a month? It's no point if you don't have time for yourself. 90% people are stuck in this kind of a money frequency, which is I work for money, then money comes from me. I work for money, then money comes to me. How many people here right now are in that stage of your life right now, where right now you have money frequency? Type in I in the chat window quickly. If you've got money frequency right now, which means money is not working for you, you are working for money. So technically, if you are working for money, who is the servant? Who is the servant? You are the servant. Who is the master? Money is the master, right? And we are the slaves. We are the servants. We should not be the servants. We need to be the masters. Money needs to be the slave. Is that making sense to all of you? But for that, you need to know what is wealth frequency. Now, what is wealth frequency? Wealth frequency is when money works for you without your active participation. When money works for you without your active participation, this is also called in common language as, write down everyone, passive income. Passive income. Now, most people have money goals, but only and only money goals, not wealth goals. What is the difference? How many of you have goals like, I want to make 1 lakh rupees a month. I want to make 2 lakh rupees a month. I want to make 5 lakh rupees a month. Raise your hands. How many of you have these goals? Okay. These are not wealth frequency goals. These are money making goals, which means even the day you make 5 lakhs a month, who is the slave? Who is the servant? We are the servant. And who is the master? Money is the master. That's not wealth frequency. That's money frequency. What is wealth frequency? Wealth frequency is when you are able to live your minimum luxurious life by choice. Write this down if you want to. When I am able to live my minimum luxurious life by my choice, without active work for the rest of my life, which means still I am alive, only then I have wealth frequency and I have attracted and created wealth in my life. I'll give you my example. When I did this exercise for the first time 18 years ago with my mentor, I was vibrating at money frequency, which means was money working for me or I was working for money? Everyone? That's right. I was working for money. All my goals were also such that even if I achieved those goals, I would be still working for money. My mentor was the one who made me first time realize you need to make a goal of wealth frequency goal. Now, what is a wealth frequency goal? He said, step number 1, check how much money do you need to enjoy a certain minimum level of luxurious lifestyle. I repeat, how much money do you need to enjoy your certain level of minimum luxurious lifestyle by choice. Now, wait. When I say minimum luxurious lifestyle, I don't mean maximum. What is maximum? Is there any maximum in spending money? Is there any maximum in spending money? Now, there's no maximum. You need to choose what's your minimum luxurious lifestyle by choice. Example, in my case, I said, I made notes. I said, what is the minimum I want in my life as a luxurious lifestyle? Okay. I want to stay in a 4 BHK flat. I don't want any loans. I want to drive a Mercedes. I want to go for a holiday without thinking. I want to eat in a 5-star hotel at least once or twice in a week without looking at the costing of the menu. Right? When I go to the shopping mall and I'm buying something for my wife or for my mother or for my brother, I don't want to look at the price tag at all. When I'm buying something for myself, I don't want to worry about it. Is this making sense to you? These are examples of what I wrote, right? So that was my minimum luxurious lifestyle. Now, some of you may say, oh, wow, this will take crores and crores of rupees. Not really. What you need to do is step one, first you decide what is your minimum luxurious lifestyle by choice. Okay. Now, for each person, this is different. After you have chosen that step one, step two, calculate the monthly money required for that. Calculate the monthly money required for that. For the first time in my life, when I really properly calculated that, I realized that my minimum monthly luxurious lifestyle does not require more than 5 lakh rupees a month in that time. Now, that actually includes almost everything. It includes my holidays, it includes my eating outside, it includes buying my clothes, it includes my shopping expenses, absolutely everything. For the first time in my life, I realized you don't need so much money. It's only this amount of money, which is your luxurious lifestyle financial freedom number. Now, once I have chosen what that number is, I need to calculate that number properly. Okay. Remember, this is not your promotion number. This is the wealth frequency number, something that you want to live with ultimately for the rest of your life. Do not add crazy things like having a helicopter in this. Will you really be living your lifestyle of a helicopter every single day, everyone, even if you had a helicopter? No, right? Are you going to buy 1 lakh rupees watch every single day in your life? No, right? So what am I talking about? Lifestyle. What is the meaning of the word lifestyle? The meaning of the word lifestyle is something that I can do when? Once or every day? Show me your hands. Every day. Because you can do this every day in your life, that is why this is called as a lifestyle. Last example. Let's say Bill Gates. Now, Bill Gates obviously has too much money in his life. But don't you think Bill Gates also has a minimum lifestyle beyond which he cannot spend? Yes or no? That's it, right? Minimum luxurious lifestyle. So that is what I want you to choose first. What is your minimum luxurious lifestyle by choice? Step two, calculate how much money that requires. Okay, you will need to calculate that properly by making a list of it. Step number three, decide to save or make. Save or make. Double of that, which needs to become your passive income. Double of that, which needs to become your passive income. I'll give you an example. In my case, step number one, what is my minimum luxurious lifestyle? I made a list. I said, I want to do this. 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 I need to do this. This has to be a proper exercise. This has to be a proper list. Is it good to involve your family members in this activity? Yes or no? Of course, because they also need to spend the money, right? Step number two. Now, will you include your children's school fees into this? No, Baba, because that is done, right? You're already rich. Your children are grown up by now. This is your ultimate manifestation. Is everyone clear? Financial freedom number. Okay, everything is included in this. Step two, calculate what is that amount of money. In my case, step two, 5 lakhs. Step three, double that number. Double that number. And now find a way, find a smart way to make that amount of money in your monthly passive income. In your monthly passive income. What is passive income? Like I told you, I don't work for money. Money works for me. How to do that is what the next wealth mastery lessons are. But question, if I teach you where to make the passive income from, but you don't make your wealth mastery frequency, which means your financial freedom number, will you be able to attract that goal, everyone? Yes or no? Obviously not, right? The end result has to be clear first. It's like saying to the universe, make me financially free. But what does that mean? First, make your wealth frequency number your financial freedom number. In my case, it was 10 lakhs a month, which is double of 5 lakhs. Now, why double of 5 lakhs? If I start to make my wealth frequency number today, I will achieve that number approximately 5 to 10 years from now. How many of you agree with that? To be very realistic, to be very, very practical. Yes or no? Now, if that happens even 5 or 10 years from now, how many of you agree there is something called inflation in the market? Write in inflation. What is inflation? Mehengai in Hindi, which means expenses are growing higher every day. How many of you agree every 5 to 10 years, everything is doubling in cost? Yes or no? Like for an example, all the ladies raise your hands, please. Has the vegetables cost increased in the last 5 to 10 years? Doubled up? Yes or no? Maybe more, right? Has the house cost gone up in the last 5 to 10 years? Has the rent cost gone up in the last 5 to 10 years? Correct? Has the medical expenses gone up in the last 5 to 10 years? Now, what is all this? This is inflation. So if you're saying today, I want 5 lakh rupees monthly as per today for my luxurious lifestyle, minimum luxurious lifestyle, when you achieve this goal 5 years or 10 years from now, this number is not going to be 5 lakhs. It's going to be double. That is why the number you calculate as per today, but for the day you achieve it, it has to be what? Double. So instead of 5 lakhs, you make it 10 lakhs. Everyone clear about this? Now, do not make the mistake. Listen to me carefully. Do not make the mistake of taking my financial freedom number as your number. How many people are already thinking 5 lakhs good number? Let's make it 10 lakhs. How many people are already thinking about it? I knew about it. So don't make that mistake. Step number 1 is make a list of what is your minimum luxurious lifestyle by choice. What do you want to do? Look, everybody does not have the same choice. Everybody does not have the same needs. Am I right, everyone? Like some of you are much simpler people than I am. Some of you are much more extraordinary in choice than I am. For me, some things are very simple, some things are extraordinary. So you have to really choose based on your choices, based on your family expenses, based on your personal expenses. Choose based on that. Calculate how much money will that need. Step 2, that's the calculation. Step 3, double that number. 5 years or 10 years from now, you choose when. For me, I kept the number 5 years. After 5 years, I want to achieve this financial number as my passive income. Now, how will I achieve that passive income? Write down, everyone. 7 sources of passive income, 3 sources of active income. Now, if you keep having only active sources of income, so first of all of you must have 10 MSI. What is 10 MSI? Multiple sources of income. If you have 10 multiple sources of income, which are all active, who is the slave again? Who is the slave again? Again, I'm the slave, right? I know many millionaires who are slaves to money. I am more financially free than they are. It is very, very critical that you, from today, make business decisions, make job decisions, make investment decisions in such a way, make money-making decisions in such a way that 5 years from now, when you make that financial freedom number, that wealth frequency number, you need to have 7 sources of passive income where that money is coming from. Maximum 3 active sources of income. Now, question you would think is, but Mitesh, 5 years from now, if I'm making that passive income of, let's say, 5 lakhs a month, do I need active income? Do you need active income after that, everyone? Yes, you do. I'll tell you why. Everyone write down. Life without purpose is meaningless. Life without purpose is meaningless. You may achieve the money, but if you don't have a purpose to keep working for, you're going to die. You will not enjoy the money. You will get frustrated because if you're totally retired and you're not doing any work, you're not having any purpose in life, what will happen? You will keep enjoying that money for a certain period of time, but then you will get bored with money. How many of you agree with that? How many holidays will you go for? If you don't believe me, ask yourself. How many of you have been for a good holiday, 5 days, 10 days holiday ever in your life? Raise your hands. What happened after 7 days? You wanted to go home, right? You're like, chalo, ab ghar chalte. Yes or no? Eventually, everybody wants to come home. Your home is your purpose, your life. Never lose that purpose. So you should have 2 to 3 active purposes which means active sources of income, but 7 sources have to be all passive sources of income. What can be those passive sources of income? We will discuss that in the future lessons. But first, you need to make that decision that I have 10 sources, 10 multiple sources of income, 3 active, 7 passive sources of income. Everyone clear about this? Perfect. Now, in your money frequency affirmations, you remember I told you in the basic law of attraction lifestyle, you must have your 4 styles of affirmations. What are those 4 areas of affirmations? Health, relationships, career, and money. Now, in your money affirmations, you need to have 2 types of affirmations from today. This is for people who've joined the Wealth Mastery course. One is obviously your monthly income affirmations. Yes or no? That is your short-term goal. Correct? I have already given you ready-made affirmations for that in the Wealth Mastery webinar when you attended, which means, if you remember, I said today is 30th of this month. Even in this month, I have already made this amount of monthly income happily and easily, just like last month and the last month and the last month. How many of you remember that affirmation? I will add that affirmation for you below this video later, so you can find it within the course also. But that is your basic affirmation as per basic law of attraction, which is for your monthly income. That is your short-term goal, your short-term money frequency. Once again, I'm repeating, the monthly goal income affirmations is that money frequency or wealth frequency, option number 1 or option number 2? Everyone show me with your hands. That's option number 1. That's your money frequency. So you keep saying that money frequency. It's not like you don't, but along with that, now you add an affirmation, which is today is, for an example, 5 years from now would be what? 5th of February, 23, 24, 25, 25, 20. So today is 27, right? Today is 2022 going on. So today is 5th of February, 2027. I have already started making 10 lakhs monthly passive income with 7 sources of passive income, 3 sources of active income. I am now financially free. Think about it. If you say these kind of affirmations every single day of your life, after calculating your minimum luxurious lifestyle, how much money you need for it, and then you add this number as your affirmations from 5 years from now, what are the chances that you will be financially free 5 years from now? Show me your hands, everyone. Low, medium, or high chances? Obviously, very high, right? How many people here have not made your financial freedom number, have not made your wealth mastery or your wealth frequency number so far in your goals? Type in G for guilty in the chat window quickly. Type in G for guilty in the chat window quickly. Let's see how many people here so far do not even have a wealth frequency goal. See? So it's very, very critical that you have a wealth frequency affirmation. You don't have a wealth frequency affirmation, you will not be financially free. Correct? So this is today's lesson on wealth mastery. Let's practice it now. Even if you're not watching me live right now, and if you're doing it on a video, I'm going to switch on some music right now, so don't go away anywhere. I want you to, at this point of time, start making a list, approximate list. You can talk to your family members later and make this list bigger. Start making a list of, if you were financially free, what's the minimum luxurious lifestyle that you want to live with? Do you want to have weekly 5-star hotel food? Do you want to every day spend 5,000 rupees on something? I don't know what you want to do. Like in my case, I'll tell you, I wanted to buy Xbox. How much is it for? 1.5 lakh. But I want to make sure that I want to be able to buy 3-4 games every month without thinking. Each Xbox game is approximately 5,000 rupees. So I'm like, okay, I can spend easily that amount of money every month. I want to do shopping for my wife, for my mother every month happily and easily. On Diwalis, when I gift to my mom, dad, brother, sister, I don't want to think. I want to spend minimum amount of money on my gifts happily and easily. Calculate how much. Minimum luxurious lifestyle. Why? Can there be a limit on how much gifts you want to give to your friends and family? No, there cannot be a limit, right? But you have to choose a minimum luxurious lifestyle. Only when you do that, you're being sensible, you're being practical about your lifestyle. Similarly about cars, don't go crazy writing, I want a Rolls Royce also, BMW also, Mercedes also, Audi also, this also, this also, this also. I'm not saying you should not, you will. Question is, are you necessarily going to have that your minimum lifestyle every day, everyone? Not necessary, right? You'll drive your particular favorite car every day. Now, if you don't believe me, I'll give you an example. How many of you remember buying expensive pens in school? Do you remember? Okay. Even if you bought 3 or 4 expensive pens, how many did you actually use? Show me your hands. 1. That became your favorite. Yes or no? See, human beings, we are wired for favoritism. We want favoritism. So even if you have 10 cars, you'll still drive one every day. How many of you agree? Example, how many of you have many clothes in your cupboard, but every time, 2 times at least in a week, you go to the same cloth every time? Raise your hands. And your family members are telling you, Kya, ghum phir ke you go and buy the same thing again. You wear the same thing again every week. How many of you are getting this complaint from your family members? See, even if you have many clothes, you will go back to the same favorites. In fact, how many of you have seen this particular shirt me wearing many times? Raise your hands. This is my favorite. I have many, but I wear my favorite again and again. It's not about the money, it's about habit. So minimum luxurious lifestyle, start making a list. Then step 2, calculate how much money will that need. Be sensible about it, keep it minimum. If you don't keep it minimum, there is no max limit. Don't make a max limit, make a minimum luxurious lifestyle by choice limit. Then you will make that double number, step 3, as your affirmation for your wealth frequency. You choose when do you want to achieve that wealth frequency as a date. 5 years from now, 7 years from now, 10 years from now, depending on your today's current money situation. Some of you, maybe you're making more money than I am right now, then it can be maybe 3 years from now. Is everyone clear about this number? Perfect. So let's do this exercise now. I'm going to switch on some beautiful music. Without any questions, everyone start making a list now. Where do you want to spend your money when you are financially free? Very exciting exercise. I love this exercise. So start doing it now. Okay, here we go. My video is off. Music is on. Let's enjoy the music and let's have some fun. People who are watching this on a video right now, please make sure you do the exercise now. You will not do it later, so do it with me now. Yes, it includes everything. Your servants, husbands, kids, wife, everything. Yes, of course, you include your monthly house expenses in that, everything. You include absolutely everything in that. So see you, Bharat. Finally, Pooja got you. That's right, Nikki. Yes, you can include your new purchase of the house, of course. So guys, don't get confused about the house thing here too much, because remember that on the way you will anyways buy the house if you're making so much money. The major thing that you're calculating is the minimum luxurious lifestyle part. Is everyone clear about this? Okay, that's the important number. The dream house and everything, this is not a lifestyle. That's a one-time dream. The lifestyle is what you live every single day of your life. If you don't have this number, you might be making $1 million a month, but you'll not feel satisfied. But if you have this number, you will be so relaxed, you can't believe it. Like in my case, I'm more relaxed than some of my friends who make 10 times more money than I do, because I have calculated that number. And as per me and as per my calculations, if I live till the age of 80, 80, now this is actually the number which I did 3 years before, but right now, if I live till the age of 90, with the same luxurious lifestyle that I'm spending right now, monthly spending right now, even with inflation ratio till the time of 90, starting today, if I stop working, it doesn't matter to me. I'm financially free already. Now that I know that number and I know that I have saved or I'm making that kind of money, passive income in 7 sources, how am I feeling? See, I'm relaxed. Like, am I running behind money every day? No, I'm relaxed. But when you don't have that number calculated and you don't feel free, you're constantly running behind more thinking, oh, I haven't reached yet. But reached where? We don't know where we have reached yet. That is the financial freedom number you need to write down. House, car, that those limits will never end. Create a monthly minimum luxurious lifestyle. That expenses is what matters. Then you may be staying in a rented flat after that, which is a 2 lakh rupees monthly rented flat. It doesn't really matter. Clear? Perfect. 30 seconds. Let's make that number clear now. Not more than 30 seconds. Go. Yes, Sangeeta, your husband and wife, including both your income together, you can calculate this. It doesn't have to be one person's income. But the money frequency remains one, sorry, the wealth frequency remains one. So if the number is 7 lakhs monthly, it doesn't matter whether it comes more from husband, more from you, it just becomes one number. Simple. Perfect. Time up. All right. Now, what is your assignment? See, what matters now is the assignment part. For the next 30 days, I want you to make sure that you're saying this affirmation every day. What is the affirmation? Everyone keep your right hand on heart and repeat this affirmation with me. Today is 5th of Feb. You can change the date later, don't worry. Today is 5th of Feb, 2027. I am already making dash amount of monthly income. Say your number. It can be 4 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 14 lakhs, doesn't matter. Say a number. I'm making dash amount of monthly income through passive sources of income, through 7 passive sources of income and 3 active sources of income, happily and easily. I am now financially free. Keep your hands on your heart, everyone. Close your eyes. And imagine that today is 2027 and you're already making this amount of monthly income, passive income, and the active income is just to keep busy. How do you feel? How does that freedom feel? How are you living your life right now? How, if today you would die, how would you die right now? Perfect. That's the point. This is how I want you to start doing these affirmations every single day. Make it part of your DMP. Is everyone clear about this? For wealth mastery students, this is compulsory. Your wealth frequency has to be part of your DMP. Everyone good with that? Perfect. So this is where we complete today's lesson. Now we'll go towards questions. So questions have to be focused on frequency. Remember, you promised me for the next 30 days, you will not focus on what? Everyone tell me in the chat window. Can everybody tell me what will you not focus on for the next 30 days? What is the promise? Problems. So don't ask money related problems. Believe it or not, your money problems cannot solve your life. You have to upgrade your frequency. So right now, only ask me questions regarding today's money frequency that we discussed. Every week, we will discuss more. There are approximately 30 such lessons. We will cover everything. Everyone clear about this? Perfect.